Hello everyone, it's Matthew, California Conventions Blog. We are here the day after Anime Expo. And as you can see...
Day 6! Day 5 everyone!
As you can see from what's going on behind us, nothing's going on. Look at this seat, it's completely empty. I'm just surprised.
Hello, we're still trying to get the Anime Expo. Open!
Where's the register?
Where's the registration area? Hey,
Take that down!
hey, you're supposed to come in!
Oh man.
Where do we start with this? You know what? Let's just start with like the greatest.
Oh man. Oh man.
Remember the last time I brought out the signed copy of Persona 3? This is worse.
Oh my god.
Look at this sucker, baby.
Oh my god. As you can see from this, you can see from that, it's a porno graffiti towel sold in the exhibit hall.
No, they didn't sell this at exhibit hall.
What?
They didn't bring the towels to America.
Really?
Yeah.
So this is an import from porno graffiti and was signed by the
Two band members.
two banners. Wow.
So I'm sweating already. I don't want to get my sweat on. Although if I do mix my sweat and then I have children, if I have children, this is good for me.
Luke.
Mix with their DNA. But yeah, so we had a very good Anime Expo. As you may recall, some didn't. But for us, I think it was more of a mixed bag style. Just overall impressions.
Why don't we start off with like best day? What happened? What was the best thing that happened each day?
Oh man, that's a long list.
That's too many
That'll be a long
moments.
list for us actually.
You know the interesting about Anime Expo for this year?
I mean, I'm just talking like crammed down a crate.
There's afterthought now, or meeting spots, hangouts.
I mean,
Afterthought would be
anything,
like-
because it's not just about, because where we come from, it's not just about one expo. It's about everything that happens beyond the expo, in the area.
The whole trip.
Like, for example, on day one, I met Harley from Epic Mealtime. And we all did.
It was a big surprise too. We never would have expected him to be in Fatburger.
Yeah, Fat Burger down the street.
Hashtag bacon strips, hashtag epic mealtime.
Oh, wait, we're just hashtagging everything.
Hashtag
Oh yeah, that's a thing now. So
Hashtag Ramus a fatty.
if we have a lot of hashtags in California Conventions blog, it's our trend now.
We apologize in advance.
If you're not into Instagram or Twitter,
Or any of those.
Or even Facebook now.
Facebook now has
has hashtags.
hashtag now.
Oh, we Facebook now.
All right. Let's just start with
buddy, what's just anything, any moment.
Okay, well, one thing, porno graffiti. First off, we were in the standby line. We never thought we would ever get in.
Yeah, especially being press members. They told us, okay, where you guys are gonna get the VIP lounge. Oh, well, you guys get tickets in advance. Oh, well, now you guys are gonna have to stand in the standby line.
We were in the standby line, and by the way, they were handing out many tickets.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't sell out given the popularity.
And by the way, it's a club. I didn't realize that we were actually in a club.
You know what though? I
It's still big of a club.
think a lot of people were turned away by the $55 price point when they saw that. Or like, or even the $45 for the advanced floor seats. We're like,
No.
but if there's one trick for Anime Expo, you gotta find out if there's enough tickets for a standby. At some point, they will just start giving tickets away because it's beyond the point where they can just sell it.
But either way, I mean, the gospel was fun. I love their music. I mean, they sung Magi, they sung FNA, they sung GTO.
And then they said FBA again. They say Melissa twice.
Can we mention double to possibly triple encore?
Oh my god.
Yeah. When we wanted an encore, they sang like
3 times.
They sang 3 times, but either way, it was a great encore because we loved the band so much.
And they were great. They were live. They were just like out there. They got the audience pumped up. I mean, of course, who is the one that starts the encores again, Matt? Last I remember. Yes, yours truly started that encore riot.
Go ahead. Go ahead. You guys have something?
Well, this is my first anime convention ever.
Actually,
Oh God!
for
Wow.
the first people who went here for the first time, it's her, Ray, and me. And
That means
the-
first AX.
Not just
And to
first
say those-
AX, first con ever.
Wow.
Oh, first con ever.
Yes.
Wow.
You just got
Yeah.
You just got
I spoiled her rotten bringing her.
AX
So
was the best place to celebrate that.
you have broken your. I can't say it. I don't know if it's too.
Wait, hold on. There's
That's
something,
too
wait,
lewd.
there's something wrong here.
What? What?
No.
What? Oh!
Why are we rearranging?
Oh,
Because-
another big moment.
because-
Hey, Ryan.
I'm not
Another
wearing
big-
Ray, you want to
red.
announce what we did? Did you guys sit on day 2?
Day 2, Persona Gathering. Explain.
To everyone who wasn't at the Persona Gathering, or to those of you who might not watch it on YouTube,
Or the video that we're gonna post them eventually.
yeah, regardless, I'm engaged to this lovely woman to my right, and I don't regret it for the world. And if you, sir, are watching this right now, I really don't feel sorry for you.
It was like the happiest moment I've seen. Like,
I know.
That was.
Everybody was freaking
And
out.
I think we got so drawn into the moment. Yes, we did screw up, but it was in the moment. I'm like,
we had to
We
be
had
able to
this-
come to you.
it was a moment. I'm like, I was freaking out so bad. Like, oh my
Like,
god, it
it's
actually
no,
happened.
first off, okay, you want to explain it, Matt? Like, this was kind of before.
Okay, look, we've been planning this literally for about almost since like 5-6 months.
Oh, jeez.
Yes.
For a very long time.
So it's funny that the whole gathering, all of our friends were in on this,
Yeah, everybody was.
and
fine.
she did not even know about
I
it.
had a guess.
You had a guess,
I guess.
but it doesn't count. Because you had no idea it was coming.
Oh
But
man.
then, but like, you know, the whole setup of like, you know, seeing the ring and seeing like all like the pop champagne, like
Just the hype.
Yeah, no, the hype.
The hype, the nightlife was good for us. Doing a piping George Waters Attack on Titan panel.
Well,
By the way, Shinjeki,
Jackie, no AX.
Let's see Attack
Attack on Expo.
on
Attack on
Expo, Attack on
AX.
Attack on AX, Attack
Okay,
on Roscoe's.
okay, literally,
Shingeki.
I've seen what, 1,000, maybe 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, I don't know. The attendance was like over 6,000, 60,000 people, and there were mostly Attack on Titan cosplayers, and this is ridiculous. How many people
the fact
are
that
you?
George Wada was here made things even sweeter. And the interesting thing about George Wada is that George Wada went to SakuraCon. This is back when he was doing Psychopaths, and that was really popular. ALT was only like a couple episodes old. No one knew George Wada would see this much popularity in about that, literally a 3-month period. Because we had 3 months for Attack on Titan between SakuraCon and AX, and we were like, then it just exploded.
It really exploded, like out of a show that was like out last season, spring. Didn't know that there was going to be a lot of people dedicated to cosplay to make Attack on Titan cosplays, and it was all over AX. If you went to AX, you already seen like already Attack on Titan cosplay just like walking around.
I have to ask you, Ray, how's the Toho community audience for you?
Good. We had a gathering on I think Saturday, and then we went out for a post-gathering dinner. Well, sort of. We were gonna dine in the lobby of the JW, but then things changed, and we ended up having a room/hallway party. But it was all good. We still managed to get to know each other, talk about Toho and other things, and in general, just
Yeah,
make friends.
because for a lot of us, we come from a lot of other convention backgrounds. I've only been to one AX before. I've been to many SAC animes, many Fanimes. These two have been to a lot of Fanimes.
Well, we live in the NorCal
They
area.
live in the NorCal area, so
Take it from the
everywhere.
true SoCal player.
and she's from Oregon, so she doesn't even know anything.
I was to say, for our first time going to a SoCal convention.
Noobs!
Hey. Oh man.
Hey,
I like the community here in SoCal.
I mean, it's really nice. I mean, the area is really nice, maybe except for a couple areas.
and also since this is a major convention, I mean like 60,000 plus people, you can meet people not only from SoCal but also other parts of the country.
Yeah, I will see
All
people.
across the world.
Actually, I also know people from Japan,
Australia.
Australia.
I got people from Street Pass going from Europe. So
I got to meet some of my friends who are from out of state, so
remember meeting somebody from
I
Atlanta.
met
and
my
there was-
high school friend.
And there was like 2 on the bus that were from like Georgia, from like the East Coast.
Some of my street best from Belize.
I met up with my old friend from high school. She now lives in Irvine, and it was an awesome time seeing her. You know, I didn't know she was in anime now, but and it was an awesome time seeing her. She's like, oh my god, you changed and everything. It was an awesome reunion.
In any terms, this is more of a reunion con than anything. Because I mean,
Hashtag reunion con.
no, but I mean seriously, you can go to like Sac Anime, you go to Anime, you might see some, maybe some more friends come up there, or you know,
And then you see everyone come here.
when you come back down to Expo, you see everyone.
Yeah, I know. This is the biggest convention in America.
Well, biggest anime convention.
But that man,
And to say the least, we live in this West Coast. Everybody from the West Coast obviously going to
West Coast vibe. You know, you got this West Coast vibe. You got these West Coast places. You know, this place was full of food trucks,
Bacon wrapped hot dogs.
bacon wrapped hot dogs selling on the street. You know, you come and you can't get that anywhere else. And you know, in basically the entire United States, a lot of these people who come from the East Coast or come from here out of town, they see Anime Expo, they also see the awnings, they see the hot dogs, they see the nightlife, they see. I know I was chilling at the Lux, and all of a sudden we're seeing like people rubbing elbows.
No, like, the Lux is a pretty good place.
The Lux is a pretty good place.
Hooters.
Huh?
You see him.
Oops, alright.
Oh, dude.
Actually, you know what? We could have went to Hooters, but it was so packed.
No, that was during the weekend though.
The icon.
No, there was a line that we were there.
No, there was
Yeah,
no.
but
It
that
was,
leads up to the
no, either way, the weekend was packed. Like you could see a lot of people
Yeah.
go around the area.
But the interesting thing is that literally overnight we took everything down.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm very surprised.
I'm shocked to see that literally just yesterday, literally less than
24
12 hours ago.
Yeah.
Less than 12 hours ago, that
Yeah.
this was still all here. People were still walking these halls.
Yeah.
Okay, one thing about the halls. I mean, I didn't know South Hall would close. I didn't everything would be closed because I know South Hall was closed earlier than expected.
Yeah. Well, the upper hall closed at 3 on Sunday.
Yeah, this is the interesting about thinking about AX compared to Fanime. Well, Fanime, there are several things open 24 hours, like the game room and the video rooms. AX, things actually close.
Yeah, well, this is like a different convention. Than
This is a convention.
Anime. It's a 24-hour.
Well, yeah, and also it's also some rules set by the convention center.
So I'm guessing we have to abide by the rules.
Yeah, I mean it's different rules, different areas. I mean Baltimore, like Otakon and SoccerCon. I'm not sure they're really 24-hour cons. They get, you could do it, but it's all.
Well, actually, SoccerCon 2010, I was there at the arcade as late as like 2 or 3 a.m.
So yeah, I mean like, it's fun.
However, with all good things happening to con, there's been a lot of. I mean, we're seeing it out. We're seeing it on the social media sites and from people that we know. But for some people, it wasn't really a good con. But there was a lot of issues. And what I say for this con is, it was great, but it could have been a whole ton better.
Okay, just an opinion from everyone around here. It's just, would you say AX has lost all its lust from a few years ago when it was like getting really popular, moved here to LA? Or do you think it can still live with what's remained of it?
Well, part of the problem is that Anime Expo is the industry.
Yeah.
And the industry here in America, the anime industry here in America, is trying to revive itself after what happened to the fall of Gedeon and ADV and Bandai. And you know, now you have Sentai Filmworks picking up the pieces. You have Viz Media trying to rebuild itself. Funimation still goes strong, but you know they're like the only big dogs in the house. Aniplex is now entered the picture. So
starting to become a big company considering how they're going to release now. I've visited the panels.
So the thing is that AX drives on the industry. That's why how Famicom is so successful. They're not relied on by the industry. It's just a Famicom by fans working. Here at Anime Expo, you can see all the big guests: George Watt, Ram Ryan, Corner Graffiti. Those are all big names within the industry. You had the guy from Production IG. You had the guy who did a Kickstarter for an anime.
Yeah.
Kickstarter project. And those are big names, and those big names take a lot of manpower to bring in. And if there's not that many manpower in the industry here in America, this con can't work with it.
Also, well, also keep in mind, technically, Anime Expo is not even a convention; it's a trade show.
That is right. Yeah,
Kind of is.
Keep forgetting
Just
about
like
that.
just like E3. Well, up to like E3.
Yeah, but at least you can get into AX. E3 is like literally almost an invitation only. A presso. You can't even pay to get into E3. Right?
Well, just generally from what I've heard, or at least what I remember, is either you have to be really highly associated with the press or industry or the newscast, or you have to be involved with the gaming industry.
To get into it.
But it does feel like the same thing, you know. For AX.
Only a lot more cosplay.
Yeah, because you know throughout the con, they were doing reveals all weekend. And I know Nate, you were at some of the big at the panels that they did reveals.
Yeah, they put some big reveals for. Well, I went to only two of them, Aniplex and Funimation. And Aniplex was already handing out their service, like what they're going to be simulcasting this season, service. That old anime, and plus they also talked about like Codex Assist movie, like other releases that are coming out for DVD and for other states. So I'm gonna put that on my report. All the stuff that's gonna be going on.
Like I said, a lot of breaking, really high-end breaking news, or at least a lot of good stuff that's coming around this summer and end of this year.
Just get rid, just
Vocaloid.
Miku
We
in
gotta talk
English.
about that. Miku in English.
We're gonna have a video posted up soon of a live demo that we saw. We were at the panel yesterday. There'll be a live demo video up on link below, but we'll have that
somewhere in the playlist.
we'll have that link soon enough on the blog. But no, just going to the panel yesterday, going in, knowing that Miku is coming, her Vocaloid software is coming to English, and it's going to be downloadable here in the States. It'll be available for Windows, and surprisingly, they've done it for Mac. It'll be on Mac.
Wow.
Price point was not released at this time, but it's just good to know that the website will have, will just pretty much the website that it'll run released on. It's going to be released here in the United States. Doesn't have to be imported. It's not going to be Japanese pricing. We could be looking at a pretty decent US.
Maybe $200. Maybe about the same price. Maybe like except that's just software. My only question is, did they not say anybody else? They like Kaito, Len, Rin, or
Just only Miku.
or
Just Miku.
Exclusively for now, it's Miku, but I'm willing to bet with the whole Find Me program campaign that Krypton Future Media is running, that if we continue to show support here in the United States, that they'll bring out more and more Vocaloid.
Well, for my research, the Kaito V3 in Japan has an English voice bank already.
Oh,
But it's still, you still have to get Japanese import though. It's not released in the US.
But again, going back to I don't know how we deviated from that, but going back, my original point was there were some miscommunication. I mean, if anything, this was miscommunication. Hashtag miscommunication.
Miscommunication with the staff.
But yeah, and the fact that it didn't seem like all the staff members were in sync with each other. Some of them knew other things that other staff members should have known. And that caused a lot of problems for us. A lot of things that we wanted to cover, we could not cover because of
Or get into.
because of staff problems. They didn't know what they were saying, or we didn't know about something.
That or LACC prevented us from getting into.
Yeah, and we almost when we were filming that day one bum rush, we were being not pushed back by not by access control, but by LACC staff. Which is basically which also what they were saying back in the comments, that a lot of them rather out of their control because the LACC were just pushing them to do different things. That's why like sometimes like the dance was 18 over on the last day because LACC made them do it. Now I'm not considering the Garden Works here, but the dance was definitely, I think, was LACC.
I don't know about the guard of work from there. It looks like the people who are guarding the lines don't even know what they're doing. Because like they said, anybody. When I was going into the line, they said it was full, but I wanted to stay in the line and wanted to try to get in. Either way, they said, oh, I can't get in. So I had to wait in front, and I saw the whole line come in. And I didn't know there was another line on the other side of the room going in as well. I was like, wait, there's two lines? Who told us about that? Like, staff did not like get a word of like what's going on. And I was just very confused. I missed out on the Guardians of Words premiere, so I was kind of bummed out of that. But yeah.
Yeah. Anything else? I'm like feel I'm running out the things to talk about, or at least within like the short amount of time.
How about exhibit hall stuff? What you guys?
Oh, yeah, exhibit hall.
Oh yes. Good thing that we were press, or we could possibly be your fans if we weren't press. Because the fact that the day that me and Matt nearly lost our lives.
We also gained well figures.
To say the least, we did put a video about the bombers that happened when the doors open exhibit hall.
Oh man, we got video of that. That was cray.
Link to be
ready?
posted soon.
It's only posted too.
Actually, I think that's the first thing we're gonna post. We're gonna try to.
Sentai Filmworks, Funimation, Aniplex, Crunchyroll,
Big Zoom.
Big
Big
Zoom,
Zoom had presence.
Capcom was out here.
Kirakunya, Toei Animation,
Nice
Starsky.
Nice.
Huh?
Nice.
Oh, NIS America. You guys.
J-List.
Yeah, J-List. There's a
J-List
whole lot of
selling
Access games.
You know what's funny? J-List was selling 18 plus stuff right in the middle of the floor. I'm staring at him like, don't you have this covered up or something? Because you don't want kids asking you what the hell you use that product for.
I mean, at least Manga Gamer has some common decency to cover their stuff.
Yeah.
They're really no for it.
But I mean, like, for all the industries out there that were putting on Anime Expo, thanks so much. I mean, I had fun looking at your guys' like tables and seeing like, all the stuff that you guys are going to be releasing soon. So I can't wait for them.
We're very excited and we're very happy to see that Good Smile actually came out, so we don't have to worry about bootleg, Nendroids. They're actually I was really excited to hear that GSC were able to scope out all the bootlegs in exhibit hall on their website, on Facebook, and
Wait, what?
yeah, they were scoping out the entire convention center, and they found a booth that was selling bootlegs. It was on their Facebook.
And they took him out?
They said, no, not take it into this. They warned us, don't buy from this booth.
Wow. Because you know why, Mr. President of GSC? You did shut up. I did shut up, and you took my money.
Shut up and take my money!
But primarily, yeah, but no, I think Mikaton for actually looking that out. She's in charge of the English and Spanish page for GSC,
so that's good. Use your social media when you let people know. Yeah, you're selling bootleg products here. So I think now they changed the box so that you know which one's legit. I've noticed that they did a box change on the top.
Yeah, I know. All the newer Androids have a different box and different kind of lettering and coloring.
And the numbering.
And the numbering too.
Yeah.
So you really can't. I think it makes it harder to put bootlegs out there.
Oh, and to access games.
Access games.
You really love your new BlazBlue game.
Thank you for bringing out a full build of technically what we've heard is the arcade version of. Regardless, all of us, or at least me, Matt, and Nate, take our money already, please.
Yeah.
Now my only question is, for Access Cases Games, they showed off BBCP here. At Evo, they're gonna show off Dragon's Dogma from Atlas.
Oh.
So pick and choose, because some people didn't have a chance to play BBCP here, but they're gonna go to Evo and play Dragon's Dogma. Which, by the way, we wish we could have went to Evo. I mean, if we had like maybe an extra $3,000 more, or actual more money, we would all stay here. We would stay in Heli for a week.
You know, you can stream the thing.
Yeah, but I want to go there. We were actually originally supposed to go to AX, and this was like maybe like earlier in the year.
That was like a year and a half ago we were planning that.
We were a year and a half ago. We had for this AX. We actually wanted to stay beyond the stays that we're staying to go to Evo. So we would actually drive from LA to Evo and then go party more in Vegas, which
Secretly,
Wait. Wait till Otakon.
secretly just get married.
No, but we wanted to, but it just seemed like way too much. So hopefully we get out to Evo.
So for our biggest followers, sorry we couldn't make an Evo this year. Sorry we can't make the Anime Vegas this year. But
We'll be there for
we're still working on it, but we do have plans. We're actually gonna have split coverage for January. Some are gonna go back to Sac Splinter, but some of us are gonna go to Otakon Vegas at the Planet Hollywood Resort.
And we plan to do it. We plan to get over there.
Yeah. So we're gonna find out. We're still deciding that right now on how to deviate that coverage.
Well, we'll see. It's a long way to go.
Long way to go.
Yeah.
I mean,
how about cosplay gatherings? How would you? Yeah.
Well, Steins Gate was pretty well. I mean, I was hosting that. I did kind of rush it a little bit because the fact that everyone was kind of like being derpy about it a little bit. But
isn't that the point of Science Gate anyway?
well, you can be derpy, but like oh, well, let's kind of get this done and all this.
Okay.
Okay.
Not to mention also there's this Mayuri that kept running off of my megaphone. It didn't help me much.
God damn it, Mario.
There were two gatherings that I went to for Aniplex was hosting. And Aniplex hosts some really good gatherings. There was a whole lot of Maggie people that were there for the Maggie gathering for Aniplex. It was fun because I loved how many cosplayers were there. It was like it's about Aladdin, Alibaba, Morgiana, all my favorite characters from the show pretty much. And of course AX's Maggie gathering was pretty cool as well.
The Dirt gathering was surprisingly huge.
It was slow at first.
I mean, I was like I said, no, we only had a 15 head count.
And then it got big, right?
But then it tripled in size.
Yeah.
And it was funny. It was like we're just waiting, and as we were doing our group shot, we were doing our individuals. People more started coming in. More people started coming in. We're like, we need another group shot at the end for everybody.
Yeah.
But there's this one shot that I forgot what his name was, but he took all of us up a staircase. So I'm waiting to see what he has.
But no, this is like perfect like lineup, kind of like anime style like stair lineup shot.
Or yeah, in an urban area too.
In an urban area.
It just fits the Dirt series.
With the rider truck in the background.
Ray, how's the total gathering?
I think I mentioned it already, but I think compared to Fanime, it was a bit smaller, but let's see. Still, it was kind of fun. Lucas, one of our colleagues who is not with us today, he helped host the gathering, and things went pretty smoothly. Although, so we had a sorry. Now, compared to the Fanime gathering, it was run a bit differently. For example, the gathering was actually 2 hours long, but we had our group shot after 1 hour, and then afterwards, we just did things like request or like just simply hanging out, which is something you never see at Fanime gatherings because there's usually no time to hang out and socialize. You're busy taking photo after photo, and then after that, you have to clear the area to make room for the next gathering. But in the case of the total gathering, we didn't have anyone going after us in our area, so we just stayed there as long as we wanted.
Zelda.
Huh?
This other gathering was great. It was really big. There's a lot of creative cosplayers, like the Na'vis dressed up in these really pretty dresses. And there was a link with a fly swatter with a little dead Na'vi on it with blood on the fly swatter.
Oh.
There was a lot of fun posts that came out of that. Hey, listen.
I did run into Attack on Titan, a little mini one in the South Hall before they had the big, huge one.
Yeah, how was that, by the way?
That was pretty cool. And then the George Wada panel had a mini gathering.
Oh, no, did you go to the big, massive Attack
No,
on
I
Titan
didn't see it yet. I was doing something else.
I really want to know, like, how many people were really there? Cause
Yeah, I want to know.
I really want to
But
know.
the George Wada panel, if you went to the George Wada panel, it looked like just a regular gathering. Like the amount of people that were there, it's just like a normal sized gathering.
Yeah.
At a panel, but George Wada brought everybody up. So it looked like, if you count everyone, and you'll see it when I do the panorama photo of it, you can see like all these people are like, if there were people, they'll just be a normal gathering for most series. You know,
There was some bad news out of those gatherings though.
What was it?
I mean, I've heard, rumor has it, or at least what's flying around on social media right now is that people were actually banned from AX, specifically at AOT cosplayers.
because they were complaining about, I think, I'm trying to remember, they were complaining about staffers jumping in front of people, in front of photographers, and kind of using that staff muscle, and then they complained saying, why are you getting in the way of shots? And then they just got banned for complaining, which we don't know yet. We don't know. We're gonna check our sources on that.
But the
if
number
that's-
count is, last we counted was 360.
I think almost 400 people.
for another gathering that I went to.
Last impressions, anybody?
Okay, well I have to say that ever since this is my first con, like my first Anime Expo, and I have to say I'm very impressed. I really love like the industry is pretty much like showing us like what's coming up for their lineup for the whole year, and we can't wait to see like I can't really wait to see like what you guys are gonna be doing next. The cosplays were good, the gatherings were really fun to attend to, the panels were entertaining at most. I mean. And to say the least, I mean, there's a little problems between like some of the AX staff and me, but I'm still gonna come back here no matter what.
This is also my first AX, in fact my first SoCal con period. The Dealers Hall was overwhelming. I got tired just browsing trying to skip through the Dealers Hall day one. Let's see.
So many industries, brought so much stuff. My bag is full of like all the things you guys gave for free.
But yeah, I got to meet a lot of like out-of-state friends, which is pretty good. I met everyone I wanted to meet. Panels, unfortunately, I tried to go to a couple of them, but I couldn't go because by the time I showed up, the panels were full. I lined up for a panel about 40 minutes in advance.
Hold on, stop. I'm gonna pull her on back to do this again.
That's perfect.
I didn't expect to have like an exhibit hall to have like all the companies pretty much show us what they're gonna be giving out, and I love like how the stuff that they're gonna give out is gonna be like something that I would be interested in. So I can't wait to see what you guys are gonna be giving out, plus other stuff that you'll be giving out for the rest of the year. Cosplay gatherings were cool. Let's see, industry panels were cool. There's a little bit of small problems between like staff and me, but to say the least, I'm still gonna come back here for Anime Expo. This is pretty much the biggest convention in North America. I can't decide.
So, like with Dane, this is my first convention. It was pretty mind blowing. I got tired just getting to the Dealers Hall on day one because there was so much stuff. Panels, unfortunately, I couldn't get to. I lined up for one panel about 40 minutes in advance, and I heard from the panel host that the line was at max capacity 2 hours before the event even started. Gatherings are good. I got to meet a lot of my out-of-state friends, and as well as make some new friends, which is always nice. Food options were pretty tasty, but kind of expensive since all the cheap options were pretty far away. But I mean, this is not my best convention experience, but I mean, there are some flaws here and there, but it's not an A+++ convention, but I would still go again next year. Especially since at least it's during summer vacation, like say soccer colleges, which I went to in 2010, can't go to anymore because of classes.
Well, this is my first convention ever. Not just my first AX, it's the first anime convention, period. So, to come to AX, to come to the best, was amazing. I feel like I've been spoiled by you guys. It was, definitely my first time down to SoCal for a convention. I got to make new friends. I got to see these NorCal guys again. Met Ray for the first time. Also had our friend Hillary and her brother with us. Got to meet them for the first time. Overall, it was a great experience. Only downside is lining up for panels was difficult. I did miss a couple that I wanted to go to, but I got to see Vic Mignogna. I got to get something signed by him. I got to see Charlie Young Bosch, get a signature from him. So I'm happy. Fangirl head.
We'll take it from the Anime Expo veteran. Yeah, so I'll stop right there.
Alright, you're done.
The guy was
You said your piece.
the guy was most visits to get to Anime Expo.
Take it from the veg. AX has never really failed to impress me. I'm glad I actually got to spoil my fiance. I mean, like I said earlier in the video, I'm really glad to be with this woman. I'm really glad that all my friends, everyone that knew me, got to experience it. And knowing that a couple years from now, when the wedding's actually, that all these people are going to reunite and be there for all of us, for us.
Best man.
Under certain conditions.
Hey, under some strict rules.
That would talk about.
Because that position will change.
But anyways, gathering-wise, I liked all the gatherings I went to. I wasn't very. I didn't really appreciate the high school cadet gathering that much. I have to admit that the host or organizer was kind of all over the place. One of the organizers was actually just, really. I will admit she was a good. Sorry, but the thing is, she stole all the attention. Where's the rest of us, guys? I mean, most of the girls got shots, but none of the, Kodas or Takashis actually got shots. It wasn't until literally 2 hours later, we were going down to the garage to find get our shots taken. Come on, man. I spent a dead supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be a nice balance. Anyways, gatherings were good. Tribute Hall is getting a lot larger. I've noticed. Crowded, but better quality, I have to say. I won't count the rest of the others. I don't know from other cons, but when you get, like Nate said, when you get the industry involved, like Capcom, Access, Aniplex, Foundation, all the
All the big name industries that help out
A-grade
Anime Expo.
industry people coming in. It never really felt so impressive. I'm sorry, I left out a pretty huge one too. Good Smile Company.
GSC, baby.
Without GSC, we would have our exclusives. We would have things to look at, really nice figures. I mean,
Without GSC, they probably would just.
I think the best industry that helps us out is Aniplex.
Okay,
I love that Aniplex.
out of a show of hands, who thinks GSC stole the show?
Woo! Who's excited that GSC's coming back next year?
My vote's
And more for money.
My vote's
More
Aniplex.
money.
My vote's Aniplex. I like everything you put in the plan.
Funimation was also good too.
Yeah, Funimation was good.
Crunchyroll was rolling the entire.
Oh, Crunchyroll, you are crazy. You're so loud.
And
The crowd's
Dyson
crazy.
was making the presents finally.
Yeah. Well, we can talk about that later.
Yeah, but no, but Dyson was making big presents.
Yeah.
Anyways, industry
Anyway,
was
Crunchyroll,
good.
yours amazing.
Exhibit was good.
Main events were good.
Main events were good. I mean, like I said, a lot of great events, a lot of great panels. Fortunately, a lot I cannot cover that I wish I could have got into, but overall, Anime Expo 2013, out of my past AX experiences, I give it a solid 7 out of 10.
Let's see. 3 years ago, I came to my first true fanime. Wait, no.
Oh, don't call it fan.
No.
Party foul.
It's a reference. It's a reference to my first video. When I did my first video, I said, "This is my first true fanime," and I said, "No," and you said something along the lines of, "Get your mind out of the gutter, it's the Anime Expo." And I said, "This is my first true fanime." No, fucking. But since that video from 3 years ago, a lot has changed for basically all of us. And to come back here 3 years later under different circumstances, where we were able to do more of the things that we wanted to, because the situation is much better.
Just collaborate more as a team.
We'll collaborate more as a team. We're doing more. Our situation in terms of living here is better. It's going to get better next year when we decide to stay at some of the bigger hotels that are closer to us, or even I think the new hotel across the street from the JW. So that's going to be a hotel option. But hopefully they're not sold out already, because according to what I'm hearing, the hotels, they're starting to list reservations for next year. And
Good luck with booking your hotel for that.
good luck with that. I didn't know that. Someone should. I
didn't know that either.
would have jumped on that saying, "Can I reserve right now?"
Yeah.
Hey, guys, just overall, #TeamAtTheX. What do you think? What do you think?
I think it's a great idea. 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 I think it's
Hashtag Team AX.
Team
Team
AX.
AX.
Team Axe. Team Axe.
Team X.
Attack on Expo.
Attack on Expo.
Just you know, Expo.
But overall, I loved it here. I wish I would have been here more under certain circumstances, but we're here. It is what it is. We had a really great time. Yes, there was some problems, but it didn't really deteriorate all of us being as a group, holding up each other.
Staying strong.
We're staying strong. I mean,
This team that I'm with, there are some problems with, tensions. Like we couldn't get everything.
we couldn't get everything, and then the fact that it's just boiling over. The heat, my calves are killing me.
We're getting exhausted.
I'm getting
Blisters on my feet.
blister,
It was hot in South
heat
Hall.
exhaustion,
was hot in
dehydration.
South
We were pushing it throughout the whole entire weekend.
To say the least.
Phone batteries.
Phone batteries.
batteries,
But the fact that all of us are still standing here and we're not dead.
And we're not like what? Like
We're not
like gonna kill each other.
We're not dead. We're not dead on the floor looking like somebody from Attack on Titan.
Like someone from Soul Eater.
Okay, so can I bring up two things real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Anyone here with raped wallets? Anyone?
What?
Yeah.
Anyone here with raped wallets?
My wallet's.
No.
Wait, how much do I have?
I started with $200. This is what I have left.
$1.
$1 too.
I have to use a credit card to buy food.
No, like fuck.
Yeah, good
There was
luck with
so
that,
much
LA.
things to get.
No, another thing is, sorry, speaking of food, Ray, speaking of food.
Oh.
Speaking of food, before I go into that, before we get into the whole food part of it, section of this review,
Wow,
Starvation Con, anyone?
Yes.
No, we were doing last impressions. Also, we got to food.
Okay, listen. I did not have lunch for like 2 days.
I know.
So to say the least, I had no breakfast, no lunch. My dinner was pretty much like
Whatever
That's
the
the only
fuck.
thing we can
stack
afford.
in your room.
half of my expenses were on food trucks.
I think
That lot over
I
there.
had money to spend in the dealer's hall that eventually ended up in the
I didn't focus more on food because I've spent all my money mostly on the stuff in the
I still
food
feel bad for all
hall.
the cans that are still sitting in our
Dude, I had
What are you gonna eat all
I
that now?
had 8 sandwich flats and sandwich meat, and we used it all up.
Why the last day at that?
We are going to no, because like I was gonna eat all of your food over there. Like I don't think it was like day 3. I was so hungry, so I had to get like all your food or something.
Well, it's still me. I mean, there's still food in there that you've clearly eaten.
I can eat that now. Either way, it's over now. Just
Anyways,
like,
but it was good. I mean, thank you for the ones who organized that food truck. I mean, that was
Just a food truck rally. Was
the
it?
food truck rally. That was really cool. I was on the
options there.
I was on the forums where I was hyping it up, pumping it up.
I
put it
couldn't
on the
even try
list.
them all.
Tried them all. I didn't try them all, but there
was
was
some
some.
food trucks around here too, like right over here.
I mean, I think it was so good, and people were waiting an hour just to get their food.
yeah,
I was thinking
know.
about like 15 minutes.
Oh, it's like 30 minutes.
Yeah, but
Or like at most.
just final thoughts.
No, wait. But still, okay. Food, pretty much foodie con.
FoodieCon.
Where did we go to? Where did we go the first time?
It was like first day.
Where did we go the first day?
First day was Fat Burger.
No.
Day zero.
Felipe's.
Felipe's.
That was day zero.
That was day 0.
Yeah,
the Philippe's.
Day 1, Fat Burger.
Fat Burger. Day 2,
Oh, nothing.
nothing. Day 3, nothing. Day 4, Roscoe's.
Day 4, Roscoe's.
Waffle and chicken.
Chicken and waffle con.
Chicken and waffle con. Hashtag Hollywood. We went to Hollywood.
Hollywood.
Anyways, pretty much, okay. If you guys could say your best food experience here at Anime Expo, what would you guys say?
Roscoe's.
Roscoe's.
Or Roscoe's or the bacon wrapped hot dogs that they're selling. I think I ate like.
Oh,
okay, fine,
Speaking of which, of those bacon wrapped hot dogs, I hope you don't get poisoned from that.
You want a bacon? You want a bacon wrapped hot dog? Ooh.
Bacon wrap hot dog.
When Hatsune Miku comes to get a hot dog, you know it's good here in LA.
Oh, and I like the story about one time where there were like a lot of people selling bacon wrapped hot dogs, and when the police came by, they ran.
They were running. That was funny. They were funny because we were filming that. I took pictures of that. That is the best AX experience ever.
Cops at AX.
Hashtag running from the police.
Popos.
Anyways,
Popos.
alright.
Security in the metro station.
Oh yeah, they got us in the water.
Backtracks.
Water their train.
By the way, Metro.
Oh, just all weekend. This is kind of a scary experience, but I mean, like.
No, I mean like this is scary. It was only day 4.
Day 0, day 1.
Day 0, day 1, really.
But still, even then, it was freaky that you saw like pretty much former SEALs guarding the metro.
Yeah.
I'm forced.
Yeah.
Oh, because it's July 4th.
It's July
weekend.
4th.
This is July 4th.
But by the time they stopped doing it July 5th, July 6th, and now we're like, what?
But
July
they like
8th?
it-
July 8th, holy crap.
But on day 4 we could experience like a guy selling stuff on
The
on
subway.
train.
And he got busted.
And he got busted in the police.
But yeah, I mean the food is great, the experience is great, the atmosphere is great. I mean,
To say the least, the atmosphere for SoCal. I mean, like some NorCal people that I know came down here too. Hella, like a lot. So yeah, a lot of people came from NorCal. Oh, I understand now. What did you say? So a lot of people came from NorCal.
all right,
SoCal too.
all right. I think we've been rambling for way too long.
Yeah.
Let's finish
Wrap it
up.
up.
Hold on, wrap it up. Thank you, wrap hot talk.
Let's do our final thought.
We were all doing final thoughts.
But
We got the food trucks.
We go. Final thoughts.
My final thoughts. I want to come back here, but we'll find out. There's a lot of things that may have to change, and it's going to be interesting for this off season for AX. What happens? We actually have to build our reports up, and we'll see what happens.
364 days remain to the next AX.
My homely and best con. I'm looking forward to this year.
I'm a pure man. I'm dead.
Okay.
I'll be back.
I think there's one more thing we have to do. We got to sing something before we close it out. Don't stop believing. Hold on to the feeling. Street lights keep on. All right, one last introduction before we close it out. I'm Matthew.
This is Ryu/Ryan, but just primarily Ryu.
Yuki/Amanda.
Which is, by the way, she's going to be officially writing with Ryan for our report. So welcome our newest team member.
Thank you. I look forward to reporting for you guys.
Ray, aka Raymu. Call me Nate.
This is the California cosplayer and over there.
Go to cosplayer and Facebook.
This is-
Right there, Ed.
This is the California Conventions blog signing off from Anime Expo 2013. Until next year, stay classy, LA. Stay classy, SoCal. Stay
LA.
classy, West Coast.
Don't die.
Contract?
A5. I mean, okay. Anime Expo and
Maybe not, let's go.
Okay.